Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to the channel here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe after you're done watching this video. There's tons of stuff out there for you to watch already and tons of new stuff that is heading your way. For those that are already subscribed and want to further support the content, there is always Ko-fi or Patreon, as the links will be in the description down below. Now I have a very good one for you guys today, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in store for me in the comment section down below. That being said, now let's get started. So that's the infamous words of Bayonetta herself. It appears that I am unfashionably late. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as I can assure you, there's plenty of videos already out there in terms of their reactions, in terms of their overall thoughts in regards to the recent trailer of Bayonetta 3. Yes, the fact that I'm able to say these words out loud shows so much hype, shows so much love and support for Bayonetta that it is insane. And I just can't wait to tell you my overall thoughts and what I can't wait to see when this game releases in 2022. Of course, the best way to introduce this topic and my overall thoughts is how Nintendo was able to implement Bayonetta 3 into their Direct. The fact that it was the final product that they were able to showcase in last week's Direct was insane, and it was truly worth the hype, especially after Splatoon 3 and the fact that they're going to do a Splatoon Direct for the upcoming Splatoon 3 game, and then all of a sudden jump into high gear with Bayonetta 3. And the fact that there was so much news and so much lack of anticipation for this major ambitious project by Platinum Games was truly an amazing experience to see. And personally, and I wish this was recorded, I popped off. I immediately popped off when I saw Bayonetta's new getup, when I immediately knew that it was going to be Bayonetta 3, especially after that specific part where they showcased and Platinum Games kind of baiting us into thinking that it was Astral 2. And then there was the witch time effect, and from there, I immediately just ran from one end of the room to the other, screaming to the top of my lungs. It was an insane experience for sure. Now, as for the trailer itself, it was pretty, I guess I would say it was pretty good. It was a pretty good trailer, and it has certainly got people talking, especially theory videos, and especially reactionary videos, especially overall thoughts such as this one, because the presentation of Bayonetta 3, especially after 4 years of having zero news, of having a loss of hope that this game was ever going to be published for the Nintendo Switch, all that kind of stuff. The fact that this was the last thing presented in the Nintendo Direct, and then immediately showcasing what this game has to offer in very short time, it is amazing. And first and foremost, the graphics of Bayonetta 3 seems like it is taking the Astral Chain engine approach. Yes, what I mean by that is that it seems that they're using the graphic scaling of Astral Chain and implementing those graphics, that engine, into Bayonetta 3, and adding probably a lot and much more fluid action-paced combat that Astral Chain was able to provide, and of course have that Bayonetta flair to it. And that is something that has actually caught my eye, mostly based on the design of Bayonetta, which will be a theory video hopefully in the future in and of itself, because I have lots to talk about in regards to Bayonetta's design and whether or not she is Bayonetta herself. Nah, but tangent aside, the trailer shows that there's an upscaling in the graphics, especially if you compare it to Bayonetta 2's graphics to the recent trailer. It seems that they're again using that Astral Chain engine, and that is something pretty good and something that's very resourceful. The Astral Chain engine is one of the best I've seen, especially for the Nintendo Switch, and I am glad that Platinum Games are utilizing that engine for Bayonetta 3. Furthermore, the gameplay of Bayonetta 3 is amazing as well. It is implementing all the core aspects of what makes Bayonetta great and what makes the hack and slash genre an icon in and of itself. Remember, the hack and slash genre was established by Hideki Kamiya himself. So this man clearly knows how to tackle this almost 2 decade long of a genre. So Bayonetta 3 is implementing some of the aspects that was already established in Bayonetta 2, some of the flowy combat mechanics and also the big boys as well are going to be implemented here, and also a lot of major improvements and changes to the overall flow of the combat. Remember, Bayonetta 1's combat compared to Bayonetta 2's was very static and it was very arena based. Meanwhile, Bayonetta 2's was not only arena based, but you had more movement around said arena. You had more in your, it wasn't very, stagnant. It wasn't very, robust. The Bayonetta 2's is very floaty, and Bayonetta 3's case, from when we saw the trailer, it seems that they're taking that approach and improving it, and also probably adding a little bit of the Astral Chain flair that they sort of played and experimented with Astral Chain as well. And also, can I just say the fact that Bayonetta in this trailer really shines through from the moment she is shown and from the moment that the trailer ends. And I just like how also the beasts are being implemented in the overall combat. Remember, we had the urban climaxes in Bayonetta 2, and I like how they're using that same idea where you're able to hone in on your powers and on the witch time elements of Bayonetta and all that kind of stuff, and then adding more of, I guess, a very fusion-based aspect to it. You see Bayonetta more or less fusing with Madame Butterfly. You also see her summoning Gamora and also having this big kaiju battle that you're able to ride on top to, especially towards the end, and also during the big arena areas that we were able to see. All that kind of stuff. The torture attacks have been improved massively, and just an overall sense of action is very emphasized here, and that is something that I cannot wait to see when it releases in 2022. And that's also the last thing that I want to talk about. The fact that it is going to be releasing in 2022, next year, somewhere next year, is amazing to see. It truly shows that Platinum Games were committed to this project from the moment it was announced in 2017 to this very moment in time. And like I said, in regards to Platinum Games in general, when they give you a release date, they mean that release date. They really are going to provide you that game on that time frame. When they give you 2022, they're not going to delay it. They're going to make sure that everything is up to code, and that game is going to be releasing on that year. And 2022 it seems like it's a far from like the timeline, things like that, but considering that we already have a bunch of good stuff with Nintendo already, and the fact that this year is almost close to ending, I cannot wait for 2022. As soon as January hits, I am all excited for Bayonetta 3. I mean, of course, there's also Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is going to be releasing around that same time as well, but Bayonetta 3 is here, and that is all I'm going to be thinking about for a very long time. Now, of course, I rambled a lot, and this was very unscripted because this is my overall thoughts on Bayonetta 3, but I do hope to provide a lot of videos in specificity and in regards to that trailer. There's a ton of stuff, ton of details, tons of important stuff that revolves around the Bayonetta lore, the fact that what this game is going to be about story-wise, not just gameplay-wise, and more. It is something incredible, and I can't wait to dissect it as soon as Bayonetta 3 releases. And like I said, Bayonetta 3 is an ambitious project. I believe I've said that multiple times before the trailer was shown back at the Direct, or even just in general. Bayonetta 3 or Platinum Games in general are very ambitious people. This is going to be one ambitious game, and Platinum Games knows how to deliver in terms of that. So get excited for Bayonetta 3, folks. If you have not played Bayonetta yet, by all means, go to the Nintendo eShop, buy them digitally, or figure it out somewhere on your local Walmart, Target, or whatever, or even on Amazon. Point is, Bayonetta 3 is here, Bayonetta 3 is real, and Bayonetta is back, ladies and gentlemen. So that being said, now this concludes today's video in regards to my overall thoughts on Bayonetta 3. What are your thoughts on Bayonetta 3? I can't wait to see that in the comment section down below. But for many of you guys who like to know how I like to end my videos, keep being awesome, keep spreading love and kindness to the world, because I know you guys can, and I know I can as well. So let's make sure to at least do one act of kindness each and every day to someone out there who needs it, especially in these times. Keep improving yourselves by 1%, because by improving by 1% can go a long way towards making a better tomorrow. Know that I love you guys forever and always to 120, and I can't wait to see you all in that next fantastic video. And remember guys, stay freaking sexy. Take care.